What's going on, people? I hope everybody is cool. So I wanted to hop on here real quick, man, and get my response to this video that Hassan Campbell recently did entitled Hassan Campbell Reacts to Lil Durk Case Being Solved by the Internet. I got a couple of things to say about a few things that he said within the video. Now, disclaimer, if you have an issue with me stopping the video and giving my take, just mosey on along about your day right now. No hard feelings. Just keep it moving. All right. But I'm going to play the video and give my reaction as I go. Let's check it out. Trying to hit play here. Jammed. Here we go.
You know, we could all agree, ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it, that the feds is watching.
Yeah.
Being that we know the feds is watching, being that we know that there was laws that was passed where the courts could use music in your trial procedures to convict you. We also know that the district attorney, private investigators, they're all watching YouTube. They're all watching content creators to see what evidence they might have missed.
Okay, true.
And the thing that kills me the most is when I'm sitting up here and I'm analyzing. I'm looking yesterday. I'm looking at academics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at a little clip that he did. And I'm like, are you serious? Absolutely, you are definitely doing damage to Lil Durk.
Okay, let's stop it right there. All right. Now, he's saying that DJ Academics reporting on Lil Durk is doing damage to Lil Durk. And I hear what he's saying, but let me explain something. DJ Academics came in the game reporting news, right? He came in the game years ago with the war in Chirac, etc., talking about all the deaths and the gang banging in Chicago, right? So Academics is doing what he does best, which is report on the news. Listen, Academics is looking for some clicks, some notoriety, and he's looking to build his brand. Okay, he's just reporting the news. Listen, I don't know if he was a friend of Lil Durk's, etc., but in the industry, people are cutthroat, right? They don't really care about you like that. If you have a solid friend within the entertainment industry, then you're definitely blessed, okay? But in the entertainment industry, somebody can be hanging out with you, going to the club with you, talking to you. And if you get in some trouble, that same person that was hanging out with you, going to the club with you and having a ball with you will make a video the next day about you, disparaging you. Okay? That's how it goes. People are not solid like that. Okay? So Academics is just doing what he do. I'm not saying that he's not a solid dude, but he's just reporting the news. I don't know if you should be mad at DJ Academics. Let's keep it moving.
You think that the district attorney is not going to watch your video and seeing how y'all crossing T's and dotting I's and producing evidence on the internet to destroy Durk? Do y'all understand what you're doing? And for me, see, my whole thing at, you're rich already, my nigga. You already got the bag, Some situations, you got to sit out or go around about because, well, I don't know. Everybody's a little bit different. I can't tell the next man what to do, but it frustrates me to know that Durk is fighting for his life. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And I know that this internet is undefeated. With the way y'all dudes keep putting these cases together, y'all leaving that man with a slim chance to come home. It's bad enough that the feds is damn near undefeated.
Let's stop it right there. He said the internet is putting a case together against Lil Durk, but then he came back and said that the feds are putting a case together against Lil Durk. Well, the feds have been watching Lil Durk for years, right? They've been watching Lil Durk for years, so there is no telling what Lil Durk has been on tape saying, okay, or admitting to, etc. If the feds did not feel that they had something that would stick, then the feds would not have swooped in and arrested Lil Durk. The feds only arrest when they feel that they got something to stick to you. So Durk could be on tape very well admitting to doing something, admitting to, you know, having somebody whacked, etc. You just never know. When it comes to criminal enterprises and the criminal lifestyle, these are the things that happen. Okay, so the feds would not have arrested Lil Durk if they not felt that they didn't have anything to stick to him. Okay, let's keep it moving.
The feds is damn near undefeated, but the internet is really undefeated. And it's like, yo, some of us really want to see Durk come home to his family and get back to these streets, because the reality of it is, I'm not glorifying what he did. Actually, that's a lie. I admire the fact that that man came home. His father came home first, came back into his life.
Okay.
And I could actually see the changes in Durk from over the years when Big Durk came home,
okay,
and the influence he had over his son.
Right.
The only son that I believe that he has left, allegedly, I'm not sure, but I think that's the only son that he has left. And to see that the changes that Durk was on his way to making, to see O Block, to see all those gangsters outside on their knees praying. Do you know what it's like to take dudes that's on demon time, that's drilling and killing for a living, like it ain't nothing, to actually see them release their demons back into the atmosphere and get on their knees and invoke God? Do you know what it feels like to see dudes that I know what it's like to be on demon time?
We're going to stop it right there real quick. He said, do you know what it feels like to see dudes who are on demon time, drilling and killing, release their demons into the atmosphere? I definitely know what it's like, because I do street ministry and I've done ministry in high schools within the city of Chicago, me being from Chicago. And I've seen gangbangers and drug dealers, etc., pray and repent and get on their knees and release their demons into the atmosphere. What I would like Hassan Campbell to understand is that once that's over, once the music stops and once the doors close to the environment that this is taking place in, then those demons are going to turn right back around and try to get back into you. Okay, they're going to try and get right back into that gangbanger, that drug dealer who just released them. Okay, it's not a one-time thing. You can fight those demons and release them into the atmosphere by invoking God, but later on those demons are going to come back even stronger to try to get back into that body and lay dormant. What you have to do is continue to fight. It's not a one-time thing. So it is a good thing to see people release demons into the atmosphere that was in them. But once those demons are into the atmosphere that was in them, you have to understand that they will later come back and try to get back in you. And that's when you have to put on the full armor of God and go into spiritual warfare. It's not a one-time thing. You have to resist on a daily basis. Let's keep it moving.
I know what it's like to be out there drilling and killing. And I know what it's like to go to the masjid and feel like you got a weight off of your chest, giving your life to God and changing and making changes and trying to do right.
Yeah.
And then in the process of that, it's like, yo, as a people, we cutthroat, because y'all dudes on the internet, y'all know exactly what y'all doing. Y'all conscious of what y'all doing. Oh, no, I'm not doing detective work. Yes, you are.
Well,
yeah.
Here's the thing with that. The dudes on the internet do not know Lil Durk. They don't care about Lil Durk. They have not a heart for Lil Durk. They only care about getting clicks, likes, and views. The dudes on the internet do not have an emotional connection to Lil Durk. So all they're going to do is make a video and report the news, trying to get clicks, likes, and build up their channel. Okay? That's all they care about. I mean, you really can't be mad at the dudes on the internet. They don't have an emotional connection to Lil Durk. They don't know Lil Durk. They care about their numbers and their views and their likes and their clicks more than they care about Lil Durk. Okay? Let's keep it moving.
He said this about the tree and showing the video where he did this by the tree. Yeah, I know. I know some of these people, they shouldn't have put it in songs. I know they shouldn't have made the mistakes and said some of the things on the internet. And I know once it's in a song or once it's on the internet, it's fair play. Mm-hmm. But when we make a conscious decision to destroy somebody that's one of us, that's how we getting down?
Well, let me say that to this. Are we destroying somebody, or is that somebody destroying themselves? You know what I'm saying? Which one is it? Are we destroying Lil Durk, or did Lil Durk destroy himself? Okay, you got to ask that question. Okay, if Lil Durk is on tape admitting to or committing murder for hire, M for hire, did we destroy Lil Durk, or did Lil Durk destroy himself? Which one is it? Because we have to take accountability for our actions, right? That's what a lot of people like to say. A lot of people do video, man, you got to take accountability, man. Okay, so are the people making videos about Lil Durk, are they destroying him, or did Lil Durk destroy himself if he is indeed on video committing M for hire? You got to ask that question. Let's keep it moving.
Not on my watch. Some of y'all need to take them videos down, man. Because you're doing more damage than what you're doing good. We got to worry about the court system. We got to worry about the district attorney. We got to worry about the police. We got to worry about the snitches. And now we got to worry about the internet.
Let's stop it right there. Let's stop it right there. Okay. Yeah. We have to worry about a lot. Okay. Black people have to worry about the criminal justice system that locks up black people wrongfully all the time. Okay, people like to talk about how black people are the highest incarcerated, but they don't like to talk about how black people are the highest exonerated for false crimes. Okay, we got to worry about the injustice system. We got to worry about being mistreated within different systems that operate in America. We got to worry about the crooked police, right? We got to worry about each other because black people still mean mug each other, hate each other, dislike each other, gang bang with one another. So sometimes, most of the time, many of the times, we have to worry about each other, okay? And he also said we have to worry about snitches. Well, you don't have to worry about a snitch if you're legit. Let's keep it moving.
Dudes can make $1 off of destroying your brother. Am I my brother's keeper? No, we not. Free Durk, man. My prayers go out to Durk. My prayers go out to his father. No, I'm not praising what Durk did in the streets. I'm praising the way he changed his life and turned over to God. And I love him for it. When Durk was doing wrong, I was on his back.
Okay, all right, we're going to stop it right there. Now, let me proceed and we're going to close this thing out. He said Durk changed his life. He turned over to righteousness, etc. And he loves him for it, okay? Here's the thing, man. If you want to see somebody change their life, okay, go watch the movie South Central, okay? OG Bobby Johnson and Ray Ray, etc. Do you remember Bobby Johnson in the streets? He was a hellified gangbanger, drug dealer, etc. Got a body, went to prison, came out of prison, and he changed his life. He changed his life in prison when he met Ali, came out of prison, and he was the definition of change, okay? OG Bobby Johnson changed his life. And we all saw the change within the movie. OG Bobby Johnson no longer claimed deuce. When Ali asked him, are you a deuce? OG Bobby Johnson said, no, I am not. When OG Bobby Johnson got out of prison, he did not hook up with Ray Ray and them to try to go back to what he was doing. He did not want any parts of the gang lifestyle. When Ray Ray told him, hey, man, half of this is yours, because Ray Ray was in the streets operating a drug enterprise, a criminal enterprise, etc. So when OG Bobby Johnson went out looking for his kid, because Ray Ray had OG Bobby Johnson's kid under his wing, making his kid do crimes, right? So when OG Bobby Johnson got out of prison and went looking for his kid, he went to Ray Ray, and Ray Ray said to OG Bobby Johnson, hey man, half of what I got is yours. And OG Bobby Johnson told Ray Ray he only wanted his boys. He wants no part of the gang lifestyle, right? He wasn't trying to go out there and claim deuce. He wasn't trying to jump back on with Ray Ray. He wasn't trying to go out there and sell drugs. He wasn't trying to be a killer. He was a complete changed person. That's what change looks like. That's what change looks like. Listen, change is not the same. Change is not the same. Change doesn't look like the same. If you want to change your life, then change your life. You got to be changed by the renewing of the mindset. You can't do the same things and then walk around here changed. You can't say I'm a changed person, but yet you're going around doing the same thing. That's not what change looks like. Okay? Change looks different. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, OG Bobby Johnson went to prison. He stayed in prison. It took him 10 years to change his life, right? He did 10 years in a joint. He came out changed, okay? He was in prison. He did not have an opportunity to commit crimes, all right? If you look at Malcolm X changed his life while he was in prison, okay? He was in prison when he changed. He did not have an opportunity to commit crime, okay? Now, you say Lil Durk changed, or anybody, not just Lil Durk, any gangbanger, shooter, killer, etc. If they want to change and they're not in prison, guess what's accessible to them, easily accessible to them? Crime. Okay? So guess what? They have to fight 10 times harder because the devil is working. The devil is on them. Okay? If they're not in prison, then guess what? They're going to have to fight 10 times harder because the devil is definitely coming back. He's coming back full force. And they got to put on the full armor of God. Guess who? And guess how they got to put on the full armor of God? In the name of Jesus. Because Jesus is the only person that can get rid of those demons and devils. The blood of Christ. If you're not claiming the blood of Christ, then you're not going to get rid of those demons and devils, man. Period. Jesus is Lord, man. Now, yeah, sure. Change looks different, man. You can't talk about the same things. You can't rap about the same things. And this is not just for Lil Durk. This is for anybody doing it. You can't gangbang the same. You can't do this the same. You can't act the same, etc. if you say you changed. All right? Anybody who has went into the presence of God, then there will be a change. You can't go into the presence of God. Many people say they go into the presence of God, and yet they come out the same. You haven't been into the presence of a righteous God. You haven't been into the presence of a holy God. You haven't been into the presence of an all-knowing God, an omnipotent God, and then come out of the presence of God the same. You haven't been into the presence of God. Okay? You do not go into the presence of God, a sinner, and leave the presence of God the same way. Something in you is going to want to change. Something in you is going to say, hey, man, I can't keep living like this if you go into the presence of a holy God. Many people have not been into the presence of a holy God. They say they went into the presence, but then they come out of his presence doing the same thing, okay? You didn't go into the presence of God. You went into the presence of the devil, all right? And I'm going to end it right there, man. I'm going to end it right there. We got to take accountability for the things we do. Take accountability for our own actions. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? He said Lil Durk changed his life. Probably did. But if Lil Durk is on tape committing murder for hire, guess what? He didn't change that much. I'll be back with the next video, man. To God be the glory. Jesus is Lord. Peace.